Take me to the place I used to run. Remember the house where I was born. But baby, you don't know me. My baby, you don't.
So hello class, I'm Joanna Maytabeoyo. So I will be your teacher for today. So we will tackle about the experimental research. So first, what is experimental research? So an experimental research is a study that strictly adheres to a specific research design. It is include a hypothesis, a variable that can be multiplied by a researcher, and a variable that can be measured, calculated, and compared. So most importantly is experimental research is completed in a controlled environment. So in addition class, experimental research is the most familiar type of a research design for individuals in the physical science and a host of other fields. So this is mainly because experimental research is a classical scientific experiment, so similar to those performed in high school science classes. So now, let's proceed to the characteristics of the experimental research. So here are the characteristics of experimental research. First, the researcher manipulates the independent variable. Second, they decided the nature and the extent of the treatment. Third, after the treatment has been administered, researchers observe or measure the groups receiving the treatments to see if they differ. Last, the experimental research enables researchers to go beyond description and prediction and attempts to determine what cause effects. So now let's proceed to the experimental versus correlational design. So an experimental is you manipulate an independent variable and measure its effect on a dependent variable. So other variable can control so they can impact the result. While the correlational, you measure variables without manipulating any of them. You can test whether your variables change together, but you can be sure that one variable causes a change in another. So in general, correlation research is a high in external validity, while the experimental research is a high in internal validity. So now let's proceed to the control of extraneous variable in social experimental design. So in one way to control extraneous variable is with random sampling. So the random sampling does not eliminate any extraneous variable. So it only ensures it is equal between all groups. If random sampling is not used, the effect that an extraneous variable can have on the study result become a lot more of a concern. Okay, so that's all for today class. I hope you understand our lesson. So class dismiss.